Hi, I'm Marco. Welcome to the Sante Business Owners Orientation. This is the second most important training that you must attend to start your Sante business right. It is your blueprint towards a successful Sante business and achieving your dreams. Why is orientation so important? I'm glad you asked. Imagine yourself as a new student on your first day of school. Things are going to be different from what you've gotten used to. The classrooms, the teachers, the subjects will be unfamiliar. The policies won't be the same too. You'll need to be formally oriented for you to understand and know how things are done. You'll have a similar experience with starting your Sante business. I'm here to help you answer some of your most important questions. Let's get started. Why? Or specifically, why Sante? Now you probably had a different question in mind, and that's okay. Most people ask how to get started. We'll get right to that in a minute. Right now, it's important that we discuss why it's worth your time and effort to engage in Sante. Why Sante? Because in Sante, you can learn to create and sustain extra and residual income. Earning extra income through retail is simple because Sante offers up to 50% discount on its products, which are in demand, proven effective, and highly consumable. But it doesn't end there. Sante can also give you residual income. If you're hearing this for the first time, you're probably wondering, what's so great about having residual income? Residual income is the ability to get paid over and over even if the work has been accomplished in the past. Did you hear that? You'll work on it once, but you'll still get paid over even if the work has been done in the past. Isn't that awesome? There are very few business or industries that pay residual income. Residual income in Sante is income you can continue to earn based on a percentage of all the products consumed and sold by all the people in your organization. Why Sante? Because in Sante, you can be your own boss. As an employee, you follow a strict work schedule to work a certain number of days, arrive at a set time, stay until a predetermined hour, and work for set pay. By having to work a certain number of days and hours, you are limited to when you take a vacation, spend time with family, or do any enjoyable activities. Likewise, working for set pay limits the type of home you can afford, the type of car you drive, and even the clothes you wear. Being your own boss gives you the freedom to set your own hours and work as many days as you want. You will have more time to attend your child's school functions, spend more time with loved ones, travel, pursue hobbies, or anything else you want to do. You'll have a schedule that fits your lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with being an employee, just saying, but being your own boss is way much better. Why Sante? Because in Sante, there is freedom. In Sante, you can have the freedom of time. Time freedom means getting up whenever you want to, going on vacation when you need to, spending as much time as you want with your loved ones, eating and sleeping when you feel like it, or going to the spa or to the movies on a Wednesday afternoon. Time freedom means not stressing out. Having freedom of time lets you slow down, relax, and appreciate life, your environment, the people around you, and the world in a much deeper way. Time freedom means you can spend your time doing things that are more meaningful to you by changing the world or helping people live better lives. Not only does Sante give you the freedom of time, but it helps you achieve financial freedom. You've probably heard this question before. What would you do if money wasn't an issue? Have you ever thought of your answer? If you have, then you've already imagined what it would be like to have financial freedom. Being financially free means that you can enjoy the lifestyle that you want without ever having to work for a paycheck again. In other words, money is no longer an issue. It's the freedom to be who you really are and do what you really want. By now, you're probably wondering, how is this possible? How is Sante able to help me earn more even while doing less? How is Sante able to give me the chance to live the life I truly want to live? To answer your question, let's now talk about how. In Sante, you can apply the law of leverage. Leverage is one of the most used words in the field of business and finance. The word leverage comes from the French word levier, which means to elevate or to raise. to give a minimum input that achieves maximum results, or the ability to gain more with less resources. Leveraging is defined as the ability to multiply your time and effort through others. One good example of a business that applies the law of leverage is McDonald's. Meet Ray Kroc, the founder of one of the most successful fast food chains in the world, McDonald's. He started in the state of Illinois by selling food that was served fast and hot off the grill instead of the usual restaurant food that take time to cook, too long to prepare, and was often served cold. Many people liked what Ray Kroc was doing. Ray Kroc knew that in order to make a profit, he had to serve as many people as he could. In other words, he had to sell a lot of hamburgers and French fries. Now, instead of just selling from one store, Ray Kroc knew exactly what he had to do to sell more hamburgers and French fries. He needed more stores in different places. But because he could only be in one place at a time, it wasn't just more stores that he needed. He also needed more people to partner with him and operate those stores. It was then that Ray Kroc decided to stop selling hamburgers himself and instead focus on finding new people who he could partner with to open more stores. This was the birth of the McDonald's head office and its franchises. At that time, he thought it was a brilliant idea. Every time a McDonald's franchise store would make a sale, his business partner who owns the store would make money, and so would Ray Kroc. Eventually, Ray Kroc expanded his McDonald's business not only in North America, but also all over the world. So anytime a McDonald's store anywhere would make a sale, Ray Kroc would make a profit. Using the power of leverage by multiplying his time, money, and effort through his franchise partners, Ray Kroc was able to build his fast food empire. According to Forbes magazine, McDonald's now has 36,899 branches worldwide, with each franchise selling 75 hamburgers globally per second. As of 2016, McDonald's total revenue is $24.6 billion. So, what do you think? Is the McDonald's business model viable? Based on experience and how McDonald's continues to grow today, yes it is. But before you get too excited, there are some things that you should know. Because the McDonald's business model will only work if you have a huge amount of money that you can use as capital. To date, a McDonald's franchise would cost $1 to $2 million. Now that sounds like a lot of money, don't you think? Of course, alongside having to spend a huge amount to start your business, it comes with a huge risk. To top it off, for such a huge capital and high risk, you would need to have a lot of business experience to operate and manage your business. Not to mention the stiff business competition from both small businesses and giant corporations. Still there? If you are, then you're probably asking, what do I do? I'd really like my business to make a profit, grow, and become successful. But is there any other business out there that will let me use the law of leverage to get better results? Which business do I choose? How can I start? If you're asking these questions, then I've got some really good news for you. Worry no more, look no further, because with Sante, I've got something really special. It's like McDonald's, only better. McDonald's earns from its retail sales through its customers. Now that you're a part of Sante, you can now earn from selling Sante products to your customers. You make instant profit anytime you sell Sante products at the suggested retail price. But don't just stop there. Now that you're in Sante, you can do the same thing that the McDonald's head office does. You can sign up new business partners to sell even more products. You can make an instant profit every time a new partner signs up as part of your organization. You also make a profit every time those people that you signed up sell or buy Sante products. Did you get that? Let's review what we've talked about so far. You earn from selling to customers. You earn from signing up or sponsoring new business partners. You also earn every time the people you sponsored sell or buy Sante products. Just like McDonald's, right? Good. But why stop at good when things can get even better? Are you ready? I need you to pay attention. So far, I've shown you how Sante can be similar to McDonald's. What I'm about to show you now is how it gets even better. The growth of McDonald's depends on its head office. Only the head office can look for new partners. Everyone else's job is to sell products. This is how Sante is different. Remember those people that you sponsored into the business? They can sell products and sponsor new business partners too. Every person in your organization can sell product and sponsor people who can do the same. See where I'm going with this? Imagine earning every time anyone in your organization sponsors a new business partner or sells a product. Now that's a lot of money, don't you think? With this kind of system, a friend of a friend who knows a friend who knows another friend can also become your business partner. It's not hard to imagine how your organization and your income can just explode exponentially. Imagine what would happen if you sponsored 5 people who sponsored 5 other people, and this goes on until the 10th level. Assuming everyone in your team buys 1 box of pure barley every month, this is what can happen to you. You start getting a small amount that eventually becomes something really big. Aside from earning big income, here are some benefits of doing the Sante business model. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Unlike other businesses that cost millions, you can start your Sante business with a minimal capital. With Sante, you're not at risk of losing money from your investment, and because you don't lose money, you don't need to borrow money and go into debt. Starting your Sante business also does not require you to have an extensive business experience or expertise. All you need to do is follow a tried and tested system. All right, so let's review what we've talked about so far. We've said that Sante is a good business because you can start with a minimal capital. You're not at risk of losing money, and you don't need to have good business experience to start. Have you ever wondered what makes Sante an ideal business? Sante is an ideal business because, like a champion thoroughbred racehorse, Sante has 4 strong legs to carry you to the finish line and bring you where you want to go. These are company, product, compensation plan, and system. As a company, Sante is strong and stable, backed by more than 50 years of combined marketing experience. Sante's products are proven effective, in demand, and highly consumable. Its compensation plan is generous and proven safe for long-term business. The Sante back office is powered by the Big League, a solid IT support system. The Sante network is powered by Engage, a simple, effective, and highly duplicable system for building business. These are the reasons why Sante is an ideal business for you. We hope you've learned a lot from watching this Sante Business Owners Orientation video. Be sure to watch the other videos in the Engage Learning series. My name is Marco, and with Sante, we can live more, do more. It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the